Now, this year's National Arts Festival comes to an end tomorrow after 11 days. The event is South Africa's longest running and most diverse arts festival, featuring works across language and genre. Let's now cross back to our reporter, Lerato Fekisi, out in Makhanda for more. A very good morning to you, Lerato. Thank you so much for joining us. Are you seeing any movement at this point?
Not as yet, Simpiwe. I wish I could tell you that thousands of people are walking their way in, but it's quite early in the morning. But just wanted to also highlight the fact that this year's festival had over 300 performances on 20 stages. And Simpiwe, you'll know that as the presenters, we are the beauties in front of this TV, but behind the scenes is where the real action takes place. And this morning, I'm really honored enough to be blessed and be interviewing a technician who has been working at the Arts Festival for 12 years, not even from Makhanda. So he's recruited from all the way from where you are to come and make sure that those that come on stage show us the magic and do everything swiftly because of the work that he does. His name is Tumi Sebogo, and he's here to talk to us about the festival, what it takes to put the cameras and lights together to bring us showcase and showstoppers on stage. Tumi, obviously you are back here at the Arts Festival, 12 years running. That's no child's play to be called back because of your skills. Take us through exactly what it takes to put to productions, theatre productions that we have seen on stage at this year's festival.
It actually starts long before, the process starts long before we get here. Where I get here, there's an entire team in the offices that puts together the productions. They put together the information that we need, and as far as technicians, what the artists are going to require when they get here, which is like an amazing thing. And then when we get here, we literally just turn, because most of the venues do not function as venues throughout the year. So we turn these venues around and turn them into theaters where audiences can come through. So it takes a lot of work. There's so many of us that actually come through to make sure that it happens. And it's, for an example, the lighting, the sound, the draping, the turning rooms into dressing rooms, the cleaners, the security, the people that deal with artists themselves. Because remember, everybody's coming from outside of town. There's still accommodation that needs to be done. So it's really like a massive, massive, massive team that I'm a part of, that I am really blessed to be a part of, where everybody's just willing to help everybody, and everybody's just, it's like, it could be like 11 o'clock at night, we're not getting something right, and then someone will just say, what can I do, how can I help? And for me, that's what makes me keep coming back, the sense of family that I have in this family, that I can dream, I can push myself, I can do the best I can because I know that I'm part of a massive team that makes this a success, and everybody's just passionate about the festival. So we do a lot of things, and we evolve with the festival. As I said to you before, every year for me has become a lot more, in terms of technical growth, So we work with a lot of people from here as well, part of the team that I work with. There's guys that are from here that we've started with about 13 years ago, But then again, I have to say something. Before the 13 years, I was technician. For about 25 years, I kept coming back and forth, and this time around, because I do technical support for festival, it's been 13 years, but coming to the festival itself, I have been coming here, God knows, so, and I've grown with the festival. I'm a child of the festival.
And Tumi, for you as a technician, what has been some of the highlights? Because this year we're celebrating 50 years of the festival. As someone who's come here as a child and then come back as a technician, what has stood out for you in this year's specific festival?
The fact that it turns 50 is a highlight for me, because I don't count and I don't look. And then when they said to me, this is its 50th birthday, I was like, what? We're already 50? I'm glad that I'm happy that it's grown, and I'm happy that it's 50. And the highlight for me, technically, is how we're growing, how we're becoming who, and some of the events that come through that push us to grow as well, what I mean? The requirements that they have, for me every year it blows my mind, because I'm like, okay, cool, so we can do that, we can do that, we can do that. And these are always, not just this year, but every year, how more the artists and the director's dream makes us achieve more to become who we are. And the fact that it's 50 is a big deal for me, yeah, that's that.
Then lastly, Tumi, obviously you are a technician. You're saying that you've grown over the years. Most of the artists say that the Arts Festival has given them a platform to showcase their skills with potential scouters coming in internationally because it's an international festival. How has this a platform of the Arts Festival grown you as a technician? What has it opened you to in terms of international technicians or other technicians or anyone else that comes on board to join you guys? How has it grown your craft as a technician?
It has taught me a lot. It has taught me how to push myself, like I said before, and the network that I have now, because of it, stretches beyond South Africa, because a lot of people come through here who work in other parts of East Asia, who work in Europe, who work in other parts of Africa. So my network of people that because I'm a freelancer, most of the people that I work with are scattered over the world, and we come together here. So I have grown a network for myself where from here I know where my next move is, where I'm going, because I know people in this part of the world, and that for me has been part of my growth as well. You know, outside of the technical stuff, it has been amazing to be part of a family that is worldwide. You know, yeah.
Awesome. That was Tumi Sebogo, who is a technician at the Arts Festival. And I think, Simpiwe, that's the beauty of the Arts Festival, that beyond the stages, beyond the performances, it's the people whose lives are changed, whose skills have grown, whose networks are grown, and who now have been given a platform to showcase what Eastern Cape has to offer in terms of their skills, and who can now say that, you know what, I may be based in Makhanda, but internationally I'm well known because of the platform given by this festival. For now, let's go back to you guys in studio.
All right, Lerato, great chatting to you. Thank you so much for your update. Lerato Fekisi there is out in Makhanda at the conclusion of the National Arts Festival, which is, draws to a close. This is the 50th edition of the National Arts Festival.